Hello, it's Nancy today. I told you earlier that I was a mess. Well, now I think I figured out why. I forgot to take my pills this morning. I take Celexa. I didn't take any of my pills today. And you know, yesterday I came in later and I thought, I wonder if I took my pills. I don't know. And because I am such a mess, I think that I did not take my pills. Now these little Celexa pills, they're really handy. They make my brain work right. Everything has been going wrong. Would you like to know about it? I'll tell you all about it. Well, first of all, I just tried to put foam insulation around the door, and I thought, no, I won't make a Nancy today of it, because what if I mess up? I really don't want that on there. And then, of course, it gets gooey all over your fingers, and you don't really want that all showing, you know, how big a mess. And then you don't want it on your camera either. So I didn't. Well, as I was working on it in the kitchen around the door, you want to know what happened? Taking on my pills at the same time. You know, this is a foam insulation. It's a bucket, the little container, I mean, and then a little spout thing, and then it's got a long straw on the end of it, which puts it way deep into the crack that you want to fill up with foam insulation. Well, as I was doing that, making a lovely job of it, of course, it always starts out so well. You know, foam insulation has a way of just appearing like it's going to work. It's going to be great. And then the little straw broke off. Now, I don't mean it came off. No, that would have been simple. It broke at the end where it's connected. So then I had no straw in it. And I know that if you don't use up that whole bottle at once, it'll be gone and you can't use it. It'll be hardened up. So I sure take a lot of pills, don't I? It's because I had a heart attack. Did you know about that? Anyway, so it broke off. So there I am with it almost all the way around the door, except this little area, but the thing broke off. So I figured that if I could just aim the container and then push the little lever, then maybe it would work. Well, it did, but it made a mess everywhere. And of course, I've got it all over my fingers, and wouldn't you know, I have no nail polish remover. What were I using nail polish remover for? Good gift. I don't want nail polish. So then, I went outside. I thought, I'll do it around the windows in the teepee. So I go out there. See my fingers? This is what happens. It's like nail polish, only it makes an awful mess. It sticks to everything. Anyway, so I went out there and I tried to do my... You're probably wondering, how many pills does this woman take? I know, it wasn't my idea. They figure if I take all these pills, I won't have another heart attack. And who am I to argue? So I went out there to the teepee, and I was going around the windows and trying to hold the container. See, if you don't hold the container perfectly upside down, it'll lose air. So I was doing it, and then the entire top breaks. The whole top thing. So then I have nothing but the little spout that comes straight out. Well, you know, if you're going to hold it upside down, then you're going to just be spraying it on the ground. So I think I must have used it all up. But I did a horrible job of it. It's falling out of the cracks I put it in. Then I thought, oh well, I'll take a piece of aluminum foil and I'll put it on my finger and I'll just rub it on. Well, so I rubbed it on. You know what that does? Those are all old holes. So all it did was make this little skinny line of like a string, a little tiny thread of this gooey stuff. I mean, took all the air bubbles out of it. So I figured I'm in bad shape. So it's time to take my pills. And I'm going to sit here in front of the fire. Want to see the fire? At least I have a fire going. My husband got the fire going, but I had to restoke it. There. Isn't that nice? Can you feel how warm it is too? It's quite nice. So that gets to be my... So I'm going to sit here now. hope I took all those pills because I haven't a clue which ones I took and which ones I didn't. But luckily, I put them on the outside, so maybe that worked. And of course, you know, now what am I going to do? Because I'm such a mess, and I keep going from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. I'm getting nothing done. Everything frustrates me. The computer is working too slow at uploading these videos. I'm trying to label them up. And did I mention this stuff is sticky and it gets everything on it? So you really can't go on a keyboard, but it's getting a little drier now, so it's just like black nail polish all over. I was going to show you how to do something, but I'll show you in a minute on a new video that's not full of complaining, murmuring, and mumbling. Do you want to know that I can make socks? Yes, I am a wonderful sock maker. Look at this. Aren't they beautiful? These were the first socks I ever made. And they worked out so well that I wore holes in the heels. But you know what? These socks, they're not supposed to be boot liners. No. They're supposed to be nice socks. Only I didn't use the right size needles. You can do this at home. You can make socks that are the wrong size too. They work really well to put in your boots. You see? And they're nice and warm, except for the heels and the bottoms where they've worn out. I could show you how to darn socks. Do you know how to darn socks? Well, you are in for a treat, except I have no eggs. You probably say, why do you need eggs to darn socks? Well, it's not to eat. The eggs are to put inside the socks. But look at how big that hole is. That is hopeless. I know, I shouldn't say hopeless. I'm just murmuring, aren't I? Mumble, 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 murmur, murmur, murmur. It's because everything went wrong. Now I know you think that everything always goes right for me. Except that I'm just such a mess. Nothing goes right. But I don't usually care. That's the thing, you see? If you can just not care when it goes wrong. I came in the house earlier and I heard this loud buzzing and I thought, oh my gosh, I hope it's not a fire. I hope I haven't done something wrong and burned the house down. Luckily it was the radio station that somehow went to buzz instead of, what's that word for broadcast? Broadcast, buzz, you know, they get kind of confused too. Okay, that's all the murmuring I'm going to do. Now I'll smile. Hello, it's Nancy today. You can do this at home and have a lovely day. And if you don't have nail polish remover, you can keep this on your fingers. And this, I probably talked long enough. Goodbye.